So we had a gentleman who sat on our board, and because we're run by a volunteer board of management, so these really cool people who care about their community have sit on our board, and they get the feedback from community to say the direction of the organisation, and then I just enact the direction of the organisation. So the lab network was started up by a couple of guys who looked at young people on the autism spectrum and looked at their interest in computers and their coding abilities, and began this whole amazing club that rolled out nationally. And so we get to have the lab network sit with us, which means that we've got this 2 classes which happen on a weekend for young people on the autism spectrum who have an interest in computers. It's a safe space. There's mentors there that mentor them through their journey. So the mentors, of course, have tech experience. They're funky, they're up with the latest coding. They're often, I walk in there and they know I know nothing, and there's all this writing on the whiteboard, and and it leads to something if you punch it into Google, or I don't know. They know I know nothing. I can't fake that. But they literally, it's amazing what young people are doing. And so they're looking at as well the lab network to be able to say to employers, you might want to change the way you interview and your intake process, because it can be quite exclusive rather than inclusive, and you're missing out on all these amazing people who may not show up great in an interview because the way that you're sitting, the way that you're asking things isn't suitable, but the end result and what they can actually achieve is incredible. We've got young people creating apps, building computers, who may not go to mainstream school. It blows my mind. We have a community garden, East Reservoir Community Garden. They're just a great group of local members who have come together to start a community garden. And so there's lots of different plots that people, if you don't have the opportunity to garden at home, you can come and garden at a community place. So there's some communal plots so that anything grown there, everybody gets a chance to have something. Anybody and everybody who's local, and it's specifically really to get people together. We provide workshops on things like composting and worm farms and how you get the best out of your soil to grow things. And it's just a way to be able to say, we've got something to give, but at the same time promote, because of all the climate change and things that are happening, to be able to say, take a bit of control about the things that you eat and what you grow. Yeah, we got a Japanese playgroup. Oh my gosh, they're awesome. They meet every week, and there's a whole bunch of, that one is specific for Japanese mums or Japanese dads who are coming together to meet other people from the same culture. But we've got lots of open play groups as well, where parents come together literally for the kids to play and know each other without any pressures. Often people don't think about neighbourhood houses or their community centres locally because they, wonder, they've got something to give, they've got something they'd like to try, they've got volunteer experience. It can be an hour, they've got time, or something where it really matters to us. If you volunteer for an hour, if there's something that you can give back, it actually impacts on us at a level that sometimes people just don't understand. We couldn't function on the small amount of money that we have without partnerships, without people inputting. It's incredible, the volunteers that we have. Honestly, hand on heart, it just makes everything, makes my day. I don't feel like I go to work. I feel like, I just hang out with people, and my children also say, I want your job, Mum, when I'm older, and I think, oh, that's lovely, and I say, because all you do is hang out. A lot of our courses are run by volunteers. That's why they're free. So we've got an art class that's run by a community member who's done some bits and bobs and things in art, and she's incredible. And so the whole group comes along to do an art class, and this term it's painting, another term it might be drawing, and it all changes depending. But because of these volunteers, it means that we can offer all these courses, and most of them are free or really low cost. And so, to be honest, I feel like I would like to thank all of our volunteers, because we couldn't survive without them, and our partners who understand us. So we've got such strong partnerships locally. Reservoir is rocking for partnerships. People in Res know other people in Res, you know? So there's a trust level there that you're doing good for the community. You're doing what the community would want. Yeah, it matters. And we do things a lot. We do work a lot with people who are experiencing homelessness, you know, because we have a shower at our neighbourhood house. And we have organisations that donate shampoos and conditioners and soaps and clean underwear, fresh towel. It doesn't matter who you are. You can come in, and it doesn't matter where you live, and it doesn't matter that you might be staying, you know, couch surfing or not staying somewhere that is, you know, appropriate as such, because we can actually help you in terms of referrals, in terms of linking with services, but whatever you're experiencing, we've got something we're hoping for everybody. Hair's shampooed, you know, have something to eat in the kitchen, and then leave feeling like, okay, today is a new day, tomorrow is another day, you know. We've got a great partnership with the Reservoir Leisure Centre, so they give us 50 free gym memberships a year, free. You know, you don't even have to speak English to be able to go work out, have a swim. You can just mentally zen it down and have time for yourself and feel like I'm in control of my own health when you might not be in control of anything else. That's really cool. I love that. And so we've got networks and partnerships and volunteers, and maybe it might be an hour a week, maybe it might be 2 hours every day. We've got a volunteer who 5 hours a day. Incredible, incredible work. And we couldn't actually do all the things we do. So literally, we've just found out that our impact, we've had a little bit of an impact study done on our food relief. So every fortnight we have a big donation of food that is delivered. And over the course of a year, they've worked out the impact to our community is about over $400,000. We don't have that in funds. That's the impact. We just continue to do the things we can do, listening to the community that we have, and working with partners and good people. People in Reservoir are great. You know, it's like a house of wax. We're all in this together.
That we're all in this together. In the kitchen of your rent control apartment.
So you're loving your tattoos?
Yeah, honestly, they're just so great.
Did you get any compliments?
Yeah, a lot. People don't actually realise they're tattooed on.
That's great.
I'm so happy with them.
Reach out and touch you. I've got to start to open my heart. I know you think about jumping ship before it sinks, but we are all in this together. Ask a scientist, it's quantum physics. We are all in this together. And on the subway, we feel like strangers, but we're all in this together. Yeah, I love you and you love her and she loves him, but we are all in this together. You know, baby, there's never been protection in all the history of human connection. Come on, darling, it's alright to show me.
I would like to say thank you so much for always being so great, and that you're local. We feel really grateful that you're here, and that the support you give us is fantastic. And for anyone out there who's feeling a little bit like they might be isolated or looking for something more, thinking they might have an hour or so of their skill base to share, we would love to, or neighbourhood houses in general. So our Facebook page is amazing. That's where we keep everything up to date. It's Reservoir Neighbourhood House on Facebook or on our website, and come and say hi. Because we're tax deductible, you can donate. You can come in and see us or give us a call, and your donations go straight to the program or the activity that you're intending. So if you're saying, look, I'd like to donate some money towards the women's program, then that's what will happen. Or the school lunches program, then that's what will happen.
We're all in this together. We're all in this together. In this together. We are all in this together. We're all in this together. We are all in this together. We're all in this together.
He took my spark for it.